Perhaps someday. Chapter 29. I have just finished getting dressed when Demi walks into the room. I arrived at school a couple of hours later, and after freshening up, I am heading out to check on Jesse. Jesse is still mad at me for last night, and he has been giving me the cold shoulder for hours. We texted this morning, but he gave me one-word answers. I tried to call him, but he said he was busy and would call later. He hasn't called back, so I just want to see him and explain what transpired back home. Heading out, Demi asks, throwing herself on the bed. Yes, I am going to check on Jesse. Oh, really? She smiles. You two are an item now. It's complicated, but we are trying to work something out. What happens with your boyfriend back home? And Cora, you know she is not leaving her man for you. Like I said, it's complicated. Besides, Cora is not even Jess's girlfriend. Is that what he told you? She laughs. I am not about to start discussing my personal issues with you, Demi, I say, grabbing my bag. Okay, Virgin Mary. Be safe out there. I hope you don't fall into the wrong hands. I smile. Thank you for the advice. I will be safe. With that, I grab my keys and walk out of the room. Getting into my car, I make a mental note to change roommates or move out of school next semester. I pull up in front of Jess's house a few minutes later. Getting out of the car, I grab my bag and head for the door. At the door, I knock and wait for a couple of minutes before he opens. Looking at me, he frowns. I wasn't expecting you, he says, yawning. He must have been sleeping. You were expecting Cora. Should I go back? Don't be silly. He opens the door wide and I walk in. He shuts the door behind my back and heads to the bedroom. I follow him. I missed you. You are still mad about last evening. How do you expect me to feel, Claudia? You were out there with another man and couldn't get back to me. The plan was for you to end things with that guy, but you didn't, and now I am not sure if we are still on the same page. We are still on the same page. Things just got complicated back home and I couldn't end things with Roman. What happened? I am all ears. My family invited Roman and his family over for dinner when I arrived, and I didn't know about it until later. When they came, Roman did something silly and I couldn't break his heart. He got down on me and he proposed. He asks, cutting me off mid-sentence. He gave me a promise ring. He made a commitment in front of our parents to stay loyal to me. So, you're here to break things off with me? No, nothing has changed, babe. I still love you, but I just want a little time to sort things out before I end things with him. Roman hasn't done anything to hurt me. He has been good to me, and I understand. I don't want to talk about him. I want you, Jesse. I have never wanted anyone as much as I want you, and if you promise to have you, I promise to break things off with Roman and focus on us, I say. I walk up to him and stand in front of him, so close I can almost touch him, so close I can hear him breathe. He doesn't speak for a moment. I just feel his presence there. Give us a chance, I mumble. He clears his throat. I have never felt like this for any girl before, and I am scared what I feel for you will be the death of me. You know I would never do anything to hurt you, right? You feel like home. You were all I could think of when I was out. You feel like home too, he murmurs as he leans and presses his lips to mine. The kiss is slow and gentle, but has a kind of passion I haven't experienced before. Threading my arms around his neck, I tug him to me and lose myself in the depth of his kiss. I have always wanted to wait till marriage for my first time, probably because I never felt deeply for a man like I do for Jesse. This feels right. I want to ask Jesse to be my first. I have thought about it the last couple of hours and I can't seem to let it go. Without thinking about it twice, my hand slides down and rests on his crotch. My heart races in feeling how hard he is. Gaining some courage, I give it a gentle squeeze. He groans and deepens the kiss, tangling his tongue with mine. When I start to fumble with the zipper of his trousers, he grabs my hand and pulls away from the kiss. What are you doing? He asks. Our eyes meet for a second. My heart is pounding in my ears. There's heat rushing through my body and my womanhood is throbbing incessantly. With my eyes still focused on his face, I whisper, I want you to be my first Jesse. He shoots me a serious look. I thought you wanted to wait till marriage. Yes, I did, but that was then. Things are different now. I want to give myself to you, body, heart and soul. You don't have to sleep with me to prove that you love me, Claudia. I am okay with waiting. I want to do this, Jesse. I am ready and you are the best person to do this with. He runs his hand through his hair. I don't think I can do this, Claudia. Why? Am I not beautiful? Don't you find me attractive? Is this about Cora? Claudia, you are very beautiful. I want to do this. Trust me, but what? This is definitely about Cora. Maybe I should leave. It's quiet for a moment. I turn to leave, but he snatches up my hand into his. Then I look up into his eyes. Suddenly my lips are on his. He doesn't instantly kiss me back, but when he does, he presses himself against me, kissing me deeply like he cannot get enough, and I let out a high-pitched whimper. Quickly, he pulls away. No, Claudia. Fine, if you don't want to do this with me, I will just do it with Roman then, I blurt out. Anger flows through his face before he grabs my face and kisses me. This time around I know have him wrapped around my finger. Alab. The August girl. Sunflower.